Good afternoon, everybody. Or I guess if you're on in Chris's time zone, still morning. So good morning. It is Saturday, which means we're 24 hours away. In fact, less from the continuation of Week 10. We do have an early game, unfortunately, tomorrow morning. It's going to be, I say unfortunately for us. I mean, I guess if you're into that kind of thing, you can watch one game by itself, or you could hang out with us as always on Sunday morning. But anyways, we got NFL football. It's going to continue. There's a game in Europe, and then we got mostly a full slate. We do have four teams on bye. Some big name players who are off this week. Of course, that means some tougher decisions because of start sit. Got to be without some stud players, and as always, injuries. I feel like the list is pretty deep once again this week, and we do have some surprises. Dare I say, Week 10? I don't know. Week 10 feels like it might be one of those weird weeks. You know how sometimes there's weeks where like last week was like great, like everybody was scoring, like all this like madness, and then there's sometimes a week where like what just happened? Like this feels like it's gonna be one of those weird weeks to me. I don't know why.
Well, it got off to a weird start. That game was horrible for fantasy, right? That game was horrible for offenses. Terrible. Genty was okay and Troy Franklin was okay, but they were the only two players that even topped 10 PPR fantasy points, and they only reached 15 points. So chances are none of the best scoring players of the week will be coming out of that Thursday night game. I can say with confidence. That was even Brock Bowers. Like, did he use it all up in week 9? He used it all up in week 9, I guess. He had nothing left in week 10. It's like, okay, guys, I gave you my 1 week. I'm out. Peace. I'm out. Like, how does Brock Bowers have less receptions and receiving yards than Tyler Lockett? Come on, man.
Because Pete Carroll. No, I don't know. Geno Smith. Yeah. That was an ugly game. Like, let's hope that was the worst game of the week. Let's hope, because it couldn't get much worse than that. It was hard to watch. But yet I suffered through the whole thing somehow. I don't know why. And look, it's hard. I know you see a guy like Brock Bowers go insane the week before, and you're like, it's him. You see things like that. You're like, I have to start this guy. You don't. I mean, look, it always depends on the matchup. Guys who do great 1 week bomb the next, and then vice versa. A guy who's coming off of 0 catches, like let's say Roma Dunze, might go off this week. So every week is unique, and then, of course, that's what makes it so fun. So let's start with some players that will definitely not go off because they're not going to play. Here's the injury report for Week 10. Out, and some of these are not new, but we want to go over all the big names just so you know what's official. And of course, we'll keep you updated if anything changes, and tomorrow morning as well. So, not playing for sure. Chris Godwin, not a big surprise. Bucky Irving, not surprising, but disappointing. I mean, he didn't even practice. How much are we sweating his rest of season value? Chris Godwin, now I don't even know if he has rest of season value. They're saying what? It's going to be like another month before we see him.
Yeah, what are they saying? December maybe for Chris Godwin. I mean, you got to start getting nervous about Bucky Irving here. Like we thought coming out of the bye, okay. The fact that he wasn't even close. It didn't even sound like he was close to playing this week. Like it was Thursday, and we're like, yeah, we don't think Bucky Irving's playing this week. Like you got to be a little nervous right now if you got Bucky Irving. I mean, obviously don't drop Bucky Irving or do something ridiculous. But you got to be getting nervous here. And if you have Rachaad White, like if you picked him up, you've been stashing him or whatever, you're probably feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm just looking at some of the comments here. Jordan is like, as a Bucky manager, should I be happy or worried? Not happy.
Yeah, you should be worried, especially when the title says Bucky Irving out again. You should probably not be happy.
And look, we take it 1 week at a time. Things change quickly, but not encouraging. Right. So yeah, Bucks. I mean, if you got Igbuka, this is encouraging though. Probably the next team that's been hit the hardest by injuries is Washington. Probably harder because their quarterback is out. That's Jaden Daniels, and he's not coming back for a while. I did see it was a sort of positive report. No ligament damage that required surgery, and it's not career-threatening, of course. But yeah, he's going to be out a while. Terry McLaurin, who knows? What we do know is he's once again not playing. People have been asking, can you drop Terry? I'm not there yet. Like, I don't want to, but then I'm not sure if that's even the right answer, because maybe it doesn't matter at this point.
I'm definitely the camp of do not drop Terry McLaurin. I mean, if he comes back after the team's bye in week 12, week 13, there's also a chance Jaden Daniels comes back that week, because it doesn't even, like, they're not even putting him on IR. So, I mean, what if you drop Terry McLaurin and then in week 13, him and Jaden Daniels return? Now you're going to go fight on the waiver wire for, like, is there somebody better than Terry McLaurin on your waiver wire? I mean, for some of you, yes, because you're in like extremely shallow leagues. But for most of you, no, there's not. Like, am I going to drop Terry McLaurin to pick up, Alec Pierce? No, I'm not going to do that. Am I going to drop Terry McLaurin to pick up, like, I don't know, whoever, Darius Slayton, whoever, like the guy? No, I'm not doing that, because, again, that's too short-sighted in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it always depends on the league. But you're right. I mean, if not on IR, then that means it could be next week, the week after. So, all right, keep that in mind. What about guy who's not playing? Get tempted to drop him just for the rage drop, Brian Thomas Jr.
I mean, this one is certainly more tempting because he's been awful this year, and I mean, they haven't officially said high ankle sprain, they say ankle sprain or whatever. I don't know. But look, CD came back after 3 weeks. So, if they don't put him on IR, you could have him back in a few weeks. We know Travis Hunter's out for the season. I don't know if I'm worried about Jacoby, but yeah, I mean, he feels a little more droppable, but not really. Like, I still not a guy I want. I mean, again, if you're in a shallow league and there are really good players out there, sure. But like, if you're in 12, 14 team leagues that are deeper, and again, am I going to drop Brian Thomas Jr. to, pick up like an Alec Pierce or, again, Darius Slayton or whoever these guys are that, like, kind of maybe this week you can start them, but we got to think longer than just this week, right? This is,
It's time to start thinking playoffs too, right? Stashing and build your best team for the playoffs. I mean, that's true. No, not dropping for the sake of dropping necessarily. I get it, but yeah, I don't know. Jacoby Myers is there. He's not like he's all of a sudden everything in that pass offense, but yeah, BTJ definitely not feeling great about. What about Ricky Pearsall? Honestly, why didn't they put him on IR? Is he ever going to play? And I'm serious, because they even asked Shanahan something like, "Oh, we see him like running around, like shooting hoops. Like, why can't he be on the football field?" And he's like, "Oh, he has to be to like 100% full speed. He's not the full speed." When does full speed happen?
2026. Yeah, I don't know. Can't feel too good here. Again, it didn't even sound like he was close this week, right? It wasn't like, it didn't even like, what's going on? What is going on here? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows if we'll see Ricky Pearsall again?
What's going on? He's not playing. Brock Purdy also not playing. More Mac Jones. 49ers just cursed. This one interesting based on the trades, talking about the Jags and Jacoby Myers. So, the Seahawks got Rashid Shaheed. Well, last week Cooper Kupp was out. This week Cooper Kupp is just questionable, but all of a sudden Torrey Horton is doubtful after he just had a 2-touchdown game. So does this make Shaheed more interesting?
I don't know if it makes Shaheed more interesting. I think if I don't know if Torrey Horton being out changes anything for me, because it's like, did I really think Torrey Horton was a threat to Rashid Shaheed? No. But I do think if Kupp is back, it might make me, I don't know how it's going to make me feel about Shaheed, because you got to think, if Kupp's back, he's going to probably play the slot, right? Even though Shaheed probably kind of should play the slot. Like, who's going to play the slot here if Kupp is back? I don't know if this necessarily changes my feeling about Rashid Shaheed any. It just more makes me feel good I didn't fall for the Torrey Horton trap this week.
Oh, there you go. Ramondre Stevenson is going to be out again, so I guess we'll see what Trayvon Henderson could do this week. And also Kayshon Boutte, which we talked about some alternatives for the Patriots in terms of receiver. Pop Douglas might be an interesting choice here if you need him. And then let's see who else. So Trey Benson not coming back yet. We were all getting hyped up for that. And keep on saying with some of these players, it doesn't even sound like they were even seriously considering it. Like, are we going to have to just sit and wait weeks for him as well?
Well, let's hope not. I think there's still a chance next week, but yeah, it didn't really seem like he was that close this week. But things can change, right? Things can change if next week, they open up his window and then, he's practicing, then we'll start feeling better. But yeah, maybe not quite as close as we had hoped.
Nope. Another week of Bam. Looks like it. And then speaking of the Cardinals, Kyler Murray is out. Not just this week, but he was put on IR, which was kind of surprising. But there he goes, and that means Jacoby Brissett running the show still. And then CJ Stroud, also for the Texans, is out, so we get to see the General. That's General Mills take over.
Didn't know he had a nickname.
He does now. All right. Questionable. These are the ones. Keeping an eye on. Okay, let's talk DeAndre Swift. This one was weird. On Wednesday, I got a little pop-up notification saying, he's questionable, like limited practice. And then Thursday, I got a notification saying he's healthy, right? It actually said healthy. I was like, he's good. He's back at practice. And then Friday, it's back to questionable. What is going on here?
Well, it was he missed practice yesterday for a personal reason, not injury related. So obviously we don't know what that is, but I got to think he's playing this week. It sounds like he's good to go. I've been under the assumption that he's playing this week. I don't think him missing yesterday changes that for me because, again, it was a personal reason, not injury related. So I'm going to go with he's playing here.
All right. I mean, this is a big one because not like he's, anybody's RB1 necessarily, but you've been running good. But also this affects if you want Kyle Monangai in there. So right. You had been saying even if Swift plays, Monangai still has value this week.
Oh, yeah. Against the Giants, giving up the most rushing yards per game, I think Monangai has value this week, even if Swift plays.
All right. Now, another one. This is a big one for us. We're going back all in on Garrett Wilson. But then he's listed as questionable. But then they're like, yeah, but he's going to play. So,
exactly.
Full boom still?
Oh, yeah. I have no worries here for Garrett Wilson. He sounds completely good to go.
All right. It's weird. I don't get then. Like he had a full practice on Friday. He's expected to play. So why list him as questionable? Like I don't get that. Like that. I mean, he's probable. Anyways. So also Ted McMillan. Did I see right? This is like a hamstring issue.
Yeah, this one's concerning because this is a guy who was not on the injury report, and then Friday was listed as limited with a hamstring issue. So this is very this means it must have happened in practice, which is never a good thing. So, I mean, I didn't feel great about Ted anyways in this offense because with Rico, they just run the ball a bazillion times. They hardly throw it. Bryce Young. Now with the hamstring, I really don't feel good here.
Yeah, exactly. For what it's worth, we were down on Ted anyway, just based on matchup. And now, I mean, I'm going to say he's unstartable, but got to be worried. Same thing goes for Alvin Kamara. Again, really didn't want to start him anyways. Now he's questionable again. Like even if he plays, it might not even matter. What about the Brown situation? This, again, not huge names here, but this might affect some decisions. That tight end Harold Fannin, questionable. But I guess David Njoku isn't questionable. So what are your expectations for Fannin? And also Cedric Tillman, who's working his way back. He's questionable. I thought you want to start him.
Yeah, I think even if Tillman plays, look, you want to stash him in your deeper leagues, go for it. But don't start Cedric Tillman this week. I do really like Harold Fannin if he plays. It was encouraging that he did return to practice yesterday. So he missed Thursday with a hamstring injury, returned to practice yesterday. So at least he's trending in the right direction. Obviously, if he doesn't play, David Njoku, I think, becomes a good play at tight end because it's going to be all they got. basically. Jets not terrible, not tough against tight ends. And their best linebacker just got benched. I don't know why he got benched, but they benched him. So, yeah, I think Fannin is a good start this week. If he plays, I hope he plays. I really hope he plays. We'll see. We'll have to wait on this one.
Keep an eye out for that. And of course, that's why we also do the Sunday morning stream. And then, no surprise to see Christian Watson on the injury list. He's questionable randomly, but not really. Matthew Golden, remember that shoulder injury? He's still questionable as well. For Seattle, AJ Barner, and I already mentioned Cooper Kupp. He's questionable. And now the good news, Kupp's former teammate, Bucky Nakua, is in. I know there was like a little chest injury, left the game briefly. It didn't sound like anything serious. I actually didn't even mention him on the injury report because I figured he would play, and he's playing. He's good. So no worries about Puka. James Cook, and a lot of people were nervous this week about him. He's good too. So if you got Cook, fire him up for sure. Same thing for Saquon. I know a lot of people are stashing Tank Bigsby. Probably don't need to do that anymore, right? If Saquon's good to go.
Right. He's just a high-end handcuff now, of course.
Yeah. Now, if you have Saquon, it would make sense to hold on to Tank, but I saw a lot of teams had Tank just stand alone, but he's not going to do anything. AJ Brown is in. He's healthy. Let's see what he does this week. Rico is good. Aaron Jones, no issues there with his couple of little nagging things, the shoulder, the toe. Cole Kmet, hate to say unfortunately, I kind of would like if Cole Kmet would kind of just get out of the way for Colston Loveland, but this complicates things, doesn't it? And Luther Burden too.
Yeah, I think I already didn't love Loveland this week. This is not a good schematic matchup for Loveland. Certainly not the Bengals. Now you got Kmet playing and Burden playing. I don't know. I think Loveland is still okay. I'm not completely saying don't start Loveland at all. There are certainly worse tight ends you could start this week, but I can't say I think we have to drop them down with Kmet and Luther Burden back.
Yeah. Snaps matter. They're just being on the field more, and Kmet's not going to just sit and watch the entire game if he's healthy. So, yeah, I'm going to drop Loveland down a little bit. Again, if you don't have a better option, at least he does have some upside, but absolutely do not overreact to last week. It was the Bengals, the worst by far. I wonder now, I don't know if anybody keeps track of such things. What is the worst defense to the tight end historically? Which defense has just been shredded by tight ends? Are the Bengals going to be it this year? I don't know.
They might be. They're
on pace. And then last and least, De'Ami Brown, Jacksonville Jaguars. He's playing. We tell you this, not because you should start him, but it matters because, Jacoby Myers is there. For the Jags, Parker Washington looked like a thing. Now all of a sudden Brown is back. Myers is there. So a little more target competition. Okay. Now, of course, things will change. So once those questionables get moved either in or out, we'll let you know if that happens today, if that happens while we're on. And if not, we'll tell you tomorrow morning. Hopefully you can join us then. You're going to get your lineups all set. But first, you also want to set your picks on Underdog. And so... is that Rodgers? Is that what I see? Rodgers? Oh,
it is Sunday Night Football, baby. We get Aaron Rodgers. What is it? Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert. We get pretty much close to the biggest age gap at quarterback we can possibly have this season.
Well, there you go, Aaron Rodgers. Well, all he needs is a yard, just 1 yard. Aaron Rodgers gets a yard. You win this pick. Now, you get this pick if you are a new customer signing up for the first time on Underdog. And if you do that, make sure you use code ENDGAME because it gets you the gimme pick. And then it also gets you up to $1,000 of bonus cash when you make your first deposit. They will match half. So you get the free pick, you get some free cash, and then you get more bonus cash. As soon as you spend $5 towards any pick, you get another $100 in bonus funds added to your account. Play 5, get 100. You already get the free pick. All of that. It's a pretty good deal. But you've got to sign up using code ENDGAME if you're a new customer to Underdog. And the same thing applies, well, sort of, to the Draft Lane app. Sorry, not $100, but you do get, if you use code Endgame, you get 10 free points right here in the promo code section. Just apply it there, and you can get your first couple of questions for free. We answer questions on Draft Lane every day, all the time. So you can ask your questions whenever you want, even if it's not in the live stream. So let's just show off the app one more time. We got some questions here. One that just came in from In Lucero. This one was here first. Let's do the ask a question one.
Let's do it.
This is a pretty straightforward one. Rome or Garrett Wilson?
How is this a choice? I have Garrett Wilson higher this week.
Yeah, the injury is not a concern. I mean, look, if anybody hasn't seen it yet, hopefully you have. You watch, I just assume, every single video that we ever put out. But if you've seen the Boom video, we're in on Garrett Wilson. It's a great matchup. You can find out why if you watch that video. We do like Rome this week. Again, you have to forget last week. Like, last week is over. This week is different. It's a good spot. He should get targeted. But Garrett Wilson for the big upside in that matchup, as well as I'm going to just go with guaranteed target share.
Yes, that's true.
Rome did not have a target share last week. Garrett Wilson will. All right, and so you can do that. That's just the ask a question feature to get it to go through. It'll go through eventually, hopefully. So that is how it works. And then again, if you're on Yahoo or Sleeper, see it says here, we can check out your waiver wire. We can do all that. If you're on ESPN or NFL, or you just want to put your question, just do that. Ask a question feature. It's easy. All right, but let's do these questions. All right, the first one is Deja Entendu. So it's not the Bipocalypse for everyone, but apparently it is for him. Needs running back, wide receiver, and a flex. Vidal, Etienne, QJ Jennings, JMO, Josh Downs.
All right, I have Etienne over Vidal. QJ Jennings, Jameson. I have QJ a wide receiver, but then I am going to flex Vidal here. So I'm going to go Vidal, Etienne, and QJ are going to be my starts.
Yeah, that sounds good here. A couple of these are close. Like Vidal, Etienne could go either way, but that's good. Next is Dion. I'm trying to find Dion's other. Dion put like several different comments and they're all spread out. Here's the one I was looking for. Thank you for the reminder, by the way. So as we get into it, as we start out, don't forget, anybody here, if you're new, click that subscribe button. Just get it out of the way. Clear your conscience. Don't worry. Click subscribe and like if you haven't done it yet. Thank you, Dion. So I wouldn't say RIP. Starting Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton doesn't feel great.
Doesn't feel great.
I currently have Andrews. Otten is on the waivers. Non-PPR. What do you say?
Yeah, I think in non-PPR, you got to go with Andrews here. I think he's got way more touchdown upside than Cade Otten.
Yeah. And then that matchup for Otten, Pats are pretty tough against tight ends, I think. Cody traded Brees and Shakir for AJB. What do you think about that?
I mean, it seems okay. I mean, Brees, AJB feels pretty close to me. I don't know. I feel like you could have done Brees for AJB straight up, but whatever. It's okay. I mean, look, I will say the Eagles do have a fantastic playoff schedule. So AJB could be one of those guys that helps you when it matters most. So, it's fine. It doesn't make me feel like, oh, man, you won this trade, but I don't think you lost it either.
I'll just say it's interesting that your two best players here, they're risky either way, right? Both have huge upside, like have had huge games. Obviously, Brees just had a huge game, before the bye. AJB just had a huge game before their bye, before getting hurt. And then they'll do nothing, right? These guys are so volatile, both Brees and AJB. I mean, you're taking a chance here on the receiver. I think it's fair. I think it's fine. I mean, how it'll turn out, who knows? You just gotta hope AJB does like the complete reverse of last year, where he just magically disappeared after like week 13.
So right.
It's fair. What's up, Bob? Yeah, I know, week 10 already. Crazy. Nice to know you didn't have anybody in the Thursday game.
Yeah.
Is that a fair tiebreaker to use? Like if they play on Thursday, just like go the other guy?
I don't think it's because they played on Thursday. I mean, look, if you started Troy Franklin, you're feeling pretty good right now. If you started Ashton Genty, you're okay. What was the Thursday game last week? I feel like the Thursday game last week.
No, that was the Ravens Dolphins, wasn't it?
Was that Ravens Dolphins? Yeah, so if you started Mark Andrews in that game, you felt pretty good.
Yeah, Derrick Henry.
You started Derrick Henry. Lamar. If you started Lamar, you felt good.
Yeah, it's like you always say, like it feels like Thursday games are worse, but a lot of it's just because it's an island game and like we focus more on when it happens. It's like in our brain.
Well, exactly. You have to stare at it. Like, look, you're going to have guys on Sunday who score 5-6 points, probably. It's just you probably also have guys, who score 20, 25 points. And so it's like, it's fine. I'm still going to win. It's just when it's Thursday night, it's like you have to look at it Friday, Saturday. You know what I mean? Oh, God. It just, exactly. I think it just stands out more when there's bad games. Right. Or, if you go against somebody who has a monster game, which does happen quite often on Thursday nights.
That's true. All right. Let's start with T. Thank you for the reminder as well. Like and subscribe. He said he had a chat on Thursday that didn't go through. No problem. We'll get to it now. Love or one of those quarterbacks?
Nah, I'll just go Love here.
Yeah, Love over those guys. Start, let's see, AJ or deal with Seahawks running backs. Look, I'm down on AJB this week, but I would go him over the Seahawks.
Yeah, I would go him over the Seahawks running backs too. And he's playing. He's good to go. Full practice. Now,
Tet is questionable, legitimately questionable. I don't know if I would want to flex him, but who are their choices, though? I'm not sure about this one.
It can't be JSN.
Because you got Jason Pitt, Waddle.
Between Ted and Waddle, I would go Waddle.
Yeah, I guess the point is here, don't flex Ted if you don't have to. Like, I don't know if I'd rather start Kenneth Walker over Ted, but I might.
I would probably rather have Kenneth Walker over Ted right now. Ted dealing with a hamstring injury that he suffered apparently in practice yesterday. Like, he can't feel great.
Yeah. All right. And then he also said, don't have to post this. Going to post it anyways. He said he's a Northern Cali boy and you're in South Cal. SoCal. I'm sure that's what you say. So thank you. Yeah. He said he's been watching for years, just started posting. I'm glad you're on here.
Appreciate it.
Elijah. Tyrone Tracy or Kenneth Walker?
I'm gonna go Kenneth Walker. How good can we feel? It's a good matchup for the Giants running backs, but I know they said Tyrone Tracy is still the starter, but he was the starter last week too. How'd that work out? Not only that, it was interesting because I'm sure, I don't know, Elijah, have you seen the video today where I break down like 10 guys, kind of like under the radar guys that I like this week? And I talked about Devin Singletary, not Tyrone Tracy, but in that video, when I was doing my research, I was shocked when I looked. Devin Singletary got the only inside the 10 carry because they didn't have any inside the 5 carries. And he got the only inside the 10 target. So basically, he had the only opportunities to score last week. I'm not starting Tyrone Tracy. I'll go with Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. He's had chances. I mean, look, he was the guy to begin the year. Well, I know it's easier to forget, but Cam Scatterwood didn't start out week 1 like you're the RB1. Like that's not how it happened. He took the job from Tracy. So yeah. Don't need to start him. Okay. Here's Jay. Always nice and early. And by early I mean 5 in the morning early. What are you doing? You must be on the East Coast. All right. Like to get an upgrade at RB2. What would be fair? Here's the team. Got Swift, Walker, Bill.
Well, Sutton, Ladd, Pickens. I mean, you got some wide receiver options. I mean, I don't hate Swift as my RB2.
No, if he's healthy and he's playing, he's fine.
I mean, I think the only guy here, I mean, you could try Sutton, but, Sutton's coming off a down game here. Not sure what he's going to get you. Like, maybe Pickens is better. Like, I mean, if you could go get, like, a Chase Brown or a Quinshon Judkins for Pickens, I like them as RB2s. I mean, I don't really want to trade away Pickens necessarily, but like, I don't know. This isn't a team where I would look at it and think like, wow, I really need to get an upgrade to RB2. Me personally.
Yeah, well, the other thing is, I mean, this is your whole team. If you trade away, I don't know, Sutton, then you have Ladd, Pickens, Igbuka, Downs. You're one injury away from being thin at wide receiver. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably best to stay put. One good thing, Jay says, thanks for recommending Darnold over Knicks. That feels good to not have Knicks in your lineup.
Yes, definitely.
Selena Ortega, Thursday night, Bowers and Sutton. Victim. Please help. Must win. Okay. Lamar, need two running backs, one receiver, one flex. Kyron Judkins, Monangai, London, Flowers, and then got McBride.
I'm going to go Kyron Judkins at running back. London a wide receiver. Oh, man. Can I flex McBride over Flowers? That's my question here. I don't know. I might do it. I might do McBride over Flowers. With Jacoby Brissett playing, might do it.
Yeah, I mean, McBride totally solid. It's like Flowers. What do we expect from Flowers this week? It's fine, right? It's good, not great, not bad. Yeah, I'm fine with McBride, though. All right, Alex B. Thank you as always. You're welcome as always. 2 leagues, Monty or Henderson, Dobbs, Vidal, or Henderson.
The second one I'm going to... Actually, I don't know. I mean, I have Monty over Henderson. It's a good spot for Monty. I know Ramondre's out, but this is a tough matchup for Henderson. You're really just banking on pass catching here against the Bucks, which could happen. The second one is closer. But I do still, I mean, not Dobbs. I still do have Henderson. I mean, I still do have Vidal over Henderson. Even with Ramondre out. So I'm gonna go Monty and Vidal here.
Monty for sure for me in the first one. The second one's closer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not good enough matchup to take a chance on Henderson, I think. All right, we sus with a couple. Morning, would you stash Watson, who's now hurt again, Parker, Shaheed, Austin, Pop, or Tillman? He says stash, so I guess don't think of this week.
Yeah, I'm stashing Shaheed here. I want to take a chance in Shaheed on that in that Seattle offense with Sam Darnold. I'll go Shaheed for sure.
Exactly. I think Shaheed is the stash. Then we got drop JD. Do you have Flacco and Stafford?
You have Flacco and Stafford?
And JD.
Is this super flex? I mean, I guess. I do worry. What if JD comes back week 13? I don't really want to drop JD if I don't have to. So if you don't have to, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like it. Don't drop a player just for the sake of dropping him, right? Okay, what about this
we're
week?
talking about Jaden Daniels here, and it was his non-throwing arm, so it's not like he's not gonna be able to throw the football.
Right, well, that's true. Would you trade away Genty to get and clarify Garrett Wilson and a tight end like Kincaid or Goddard?
Yeah, I would do that. Look, Genty's been having some nice games here. Scored again on Thursday night, but you can't feel good behind this offensive line in this offense. And he's got a rough schedule coming up. I'll take Garrett Wilson.
You're good at, not great, good enough. If you make this deal, Judkins and Rico should be a solid 1-2. So I think it's enough, yeah. Jordan Dumas. Gonna miss Javonte a lot this week, but you got Rico. Yep. That's fine. Oh, needs one running back and one flex. Ouch. Yeah, you are gonna miss him.
Yeah, but oh man. I don't think I can start Singletary over Kamara, even as bad as Kamara's been. I'm gonna go Kamara at running back and hate myself. Shaheed or Tez is close for me. I do like Tez this week. I think it could be a sneaky good Tez game. With Igbuka having to face Christian Gonzalez a lot, I think Tez might get some good chances against Carlton Davis. I'm gonna go Kamara Tez.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
throw
Kamara
this out because I see Bill is an option here, not a good option. Would you be willing to start Chris Rodriguez instead? Do you think he gets more run after last week?
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it.
Not a believer. Okay.
I mean, I'm in a 14-team league, and he's still on the waiver wire. That tells you tell you everything you need to know right there.
All right, Derek Gonzalez. If Swift misses, don't expect him to, but I got Rico, Kyron, Manunga. I can only start 2. I think you just start Rico and Kyron anyways.
Yeah, you just start. Yeah, even if Swift plays, I just start Rico and Kyron.
Pick one, Johnston, Jennings, Downs. Probably Tez Johnson.
Yeah, it says T. Johnson. But, Johnston, Jennings, Downs, T. I'm going QJ. I like QJ this week.
And then I think this is a question. Players can get 4 Hampton.
Yeah, you better hurry because time is running out. Zay Flowers. Chris Olave. Sutton, if you're willing to buy low. Look, Sutton has a great rest of season schedule too. If you're willing to ride the Bo Nix train.
No.
I mean, I don't know. Can you still get Etienne? Monty? You might be able to get Monty for Hampton. I think I'd probably just take Monty at this point.
Yeah, I feel like you could. That's a good one. All right, and then Rusty's turn. Vidal or Judkins?
Judkins.
Yeah, definitely Judkins.
No,
All
Sutton
right,
did not.
Silicon Valley Athletics. Good morning. Chris Olave or Parker Washington?
Chris Olave. Definitely Chris Olave.
Definitely Chris Olave. This tells me you didn't watch the Boom video yet. Go and check out all the way to the end. Yeah, like Parker Washington is still startable as a flex, but just more for floor. But yeah, I like Chris Olave a lot this week. Starman, good morning as well. 2 last questions this week. Picked up Gadsden, dropped Loveland. That's good. Do I play Gadsden or Kittle?
I think you just go Gadsden. Just go Gadsden. He's been so good.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying about Kittle, and it's still Mac Jones in there. I mean, this whole pass offense has not been impressive, basically. So, yeah, I think it's fine. This related question is, Jordan, is Gadsden big of an upgrade over Goddard?
I don't know if he's like a massive upgrade over Goddard. I mean, it's definitely a sell high if you can on Gadsden. Like, if I could sell high on Gadsden and just roll with Goddard, I'd be fine with that. I don't know what you're realistically getting for Gadsden. Like,
well, here's the thing. He says he has Goddard. Somebody offered him Gadsden for Dart and Goddard.
oh, no, why? Like, what's the point?
Yeah. No, you're fine with Goddard. And he's saying he already has Hurts. No, you don't need to do that. So the question is no, he's not like a massive upgrade over Goddard.
Right.
Doug Fenton needs 2 running backs and a flex. Pierce, Henderson, Manungai, Marks, and Sharps.
I'm going to go Henderson and Manungai at running back, Alec Pierce at flex.
And then another league needs 2 receivers, a tight end, and a flex. Watson, Douglas, Washington, Bourne, Loveland, and Theo.
Ugh, I'm going to go Douglas, Watson. I'm going to go Theo at tight end. And I'm going to flex Parker Washington. I don't want to play Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, just talked about that. San Francisco pass offense, not great. I mean, if you don't feel great about Kittle, how good do you feel about Bourne these days? Let's do Sasha. We got somebody who's going to be at the game tomorrow in Berlin.
Wow, nice.
All right. I'm sure. Yeah, I get to see 2 of the best running backs in the game.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Sasha. 10-team half PPR needs 2 receivers and a flex. Let's get this lineup set now so she doesn't have to worry about it at the game tomorrow.
2 receivers and a flex? Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go. Wow. I think you got to flex Rico. I think you got to start Adams. Oh, man. How do we choose here? I'm going to go London. I don't really want to sit any of these guys, honestly. But you have to. I'm going to go Adams, London, Rico. Hate this.
Well, here's the tiebreaker. Sasha's going to be at the game. London's going to be there that game. You get to watch your player in person. How about that?
The Pittman's going to be there too, so
Pittman
but
too?
I'm not putting Pittman over Adams.
No.
Not doing it.
At least one of them. All right. Dion, again, picked up Trayvon Henderson. That's surprising because it's a non-PPR league that someone didn't have.
Right? Crazy.
Flex him over Rashad White or Manungai.
I don't think so. If I have to choose between these 3, I'm going to go Rashad White. Sean Tucker, we didn't put him on the injury report, but he is questionable. So, I mean, Rashad White should be the guy. He catches passes, has touchdown upside. I'm just going to go Rashad White here.
Sounds good. Then Admiral Habibi, here's the roster. Should I trade any? anyone.
Yeah, Henry. I mean, this is a team where I'm like, yeah, this team might need a running back too. Although you do have Bucky if he ever plays again. But your wide receivers are an injured Terry, an injured Travis Hunter. But you do have Rice and Pickens when they. I mean, actually, this team I feel like kind of needs a wide receiver one, right? Pierce, Tucker, Trey Tucker. Couldn't even be better than Tyler Lockett. This might be. I mean, maybe this is a time to. Well, who's your RB2? I mean, you got Manunga. If you trade away Bucky, you're rolling with Henry and Monty rest of the season. I mean, you got Rice. He's a wide receiver one, right?
Yeah, Rice is like a 1. Pickens is like a 2. Yeah, I guess Myers is like a 3. Terry maybe comes back. I mean, this team is fairly balanced. Like Hunter is a number 1. Monty's a 2.
Yeah, I don't really see it. I mean, I think this team is fine. You're 6-3. You should get Bucky back some point, right? Right?
Maybe. Yeah, the injuries have. I mean, they haven't killed you. You're 6-3, and again, these guys aren't on IR. I mean, Hunter is, but if you get him back before the playoffs, you're fine. I don't think there's any glaring needs here.
Right.
Steven, bench either Jacoby, Parker Washington, Keenan, or Pop.
I think this comes down to what Jaguars wide receiver do you prefer? And I'm not really sure the answer here. I
think between the two, I'm going to go Jacoby over Parker Washington. Again, I feel like they got him to use him.
True. All right. Well, then I guess we're benching Parker Washington. I don't think I can bench Keenan for Parker Washington or Demario Douglas for Parker Washington.
Right. Nocturnal. Okay, so asked this on Draft Lane, said something about dropping likely to get Dulcich, like take a shot.
Dulcich?
Yeah, Greg Dulcich. That was me. Can you tell? There's also
Yes.
Mason Taylor available.
I don't love Mason Taylor this week.
No. Well, let's hope Fandom plays. Okay, Russell Pace. Lad Waddle or Lad Manungai or Waddle Manungai? Which two?
I mean, if I have to choose, is it just for this week? If it's just for this week, I'm going Lad Manungai.
Yeah, I'm assuming just for this week. Big Man Fishing. What's up? Picked up Rachaad White off waivers. So now White or Addison.
I have Rachaad White higher. I just think he's got a safer floor. I don't mind Addison this week. I just think you're probably a little safer with Rachaad White here.
Again, I would say Addison probably has a little more upside, but it's not massive, right? I don't think he's got a huge game or anything. I think White's probably the move. Okay, Henry Odom. You flex Harrison or Laporta?
Ah, man, I know it's a tough matchup for Harrison. It's a good matchup for Laporta, but I don't know if I could put Laporta in over Harrison. I think I'm still going to go Harrison here.
Harrison's been good with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. I mean, I know he doesn't get the Cowboys this week, but still, he'll be fine. Julio. So Bowers did not smash. That's okay. New options, bench and wire, JMO, Pierce, or Washington. So which wide receiver this week, I guess? Alec Pierce.
Yeah, I like Alec Pierce the best here. I think he could have a nice game this week. And I do have Alec Pierce over Tet.
Agree. Tiffany Fuller, half. 2 receivers in the flex. Igbuka, McConkey, Adams, Dobbs. So just sit one.
I can pretty easily sit Dobbs here.
Yeah. This group, it's Dobbs. Alejandro Valdez. A good RB for Rashad, Bucky, and Zay. So what can you get for that combo?
I mean, you should be able to get somebody pretty good. Like, I mean, I think you could still get, I think you could definitely get like a Javonte Williams. I think you might be able to get a Derrick Henry. You might be able to get a Kyron Williams. James Cook might be the upper end of what you can get. Maybe, assuming he doesn't go crazy against the Dolphins this week. Which, look, I will say, okay, I know Derrick Henry ended up with a good game last week, like an okay game, right? He had some late in that game when they were like, running out the clock. He had some nice runs, but you look at it like the Dolphins haven't been quite as bad. Like they only gave up 4 yards per carry to the Rams, 3.8 to the Bears in that running game, 4.5 to the Dolphins. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the Ravens. No, let me go Dolphins. They've been better lately. Okay, I mean, yeah, they did give up, but like prior to that game, like you go back, the Browns, they'd only given up 3.1. Like Judkins went off that game, but that's because he scored 3 touchdowns. They held Bijan in check. Now, that was a weird game script. And they really did hold Derrick Henry in check again until very late in that game. I do worry. It's the Dolphins. I don't know why, but is the Dolphins' run defense somehow getting better? I don't know. So if James Cook doesn't like absolutely smash this week, you might be able to go get James Cook.
That's the whole point. And you're right. 2 of the last 3 games, running backs went for fewer than 100 yards. And like you said, a lot of that fourth quarter, Derrick Henry. So, all right, well, there you go. You got plenty of ideas, Alejandro. Okay, let's help out Chris with the K. Trying to help to decide between Monungai or Henderson for the flex.
I think we got to go. I put Henderson ahead of Monungai now with Stevenson out. It is a tough matchup, but I have to pencil Henderson in for more touches, more pass catching. That is the one way you attack the Bucs run defense, is by throwing to the running backs, and that's something Travion Henderson has done well this year. I'm going to give Henderson the slight edge here.
All right, there you go. And then now Bert. Tight end has Taylor and Musgrave and Njoku, Johnson, Smith. Is it Juwan Johnson?
Well, I'll say if Harold Fannin's out, I definitely go Njoku here. But I think I might go if Fannin plays, I might go Juwan Johnson. Should be a good spot for Juwan Johnson this week.
Yeah, it's a great matchup for Juwan Johnson. Now Shaheed is gone, so he's the one to probably feel most solid about, unless Fannin's out. So agree with that. Pete, what is up? Needs 2 running backs and a tight end. Aaron Jones, Henderson, Monungai, Njoku, Mason Taylor, Musgrave.
I'm gonna go Aaron Jones and Henderson, and I will flex my. Oh wait, no, you need a tight end. Ugh. I mean, I'd probably just go Njoku, even if Fannin plays here. Like, he's still a tight end for the Browns. Dylan Gabriel just loves throwing to tight ends. Musgrave is interesting. Taylor, not so much this week. I don't know. I'd probably go Njoku either way here.
Yeah, and a guy like Musgrave, again, interesting stash. Let's see how much he's actually used before we start putting him in your lineup, and it's not a great matchup for him either. So let's do that. Okay, let's also help out SC Brew, All-American, must-win, playing grandson this week.
All right.
Teach the youngin' a lesson. PPR needs a running back and a flex. Vidal, White, Jones, Tez, or Jennings?
I'm going to go White at running back. And I'm going to flex Aaron Jones. I like Aaron Jones this week.
Yep, he's clear. The injury, no concern. Steven Rowland, start 3. Hendy, Gary Wilson, Ladd, Manungai. Is it the first 3?
Yeah, it's the first 3. I do have Henderson slightly over Manungai.
All right, and then also back to P.
Could regret that move.
Say it again?
I said I could regret that move.
There's no regrets, right? Fantasy football, just let the chip fall away.
I feel like that's all fantasy football is.
What, regret?
Yeah,
just full of regret. Like, what have I done? What could I have done better?
Start this guy. This guy went off of my bench. Why did they?
You got to learn to live with regrets. 1 tight end and 1 flex. Kittle, Loveland, Mason. Are we talking Jordan Mason or is this Mason Taylor? That's the question. Douglas. Oh, here's another Mason. Maybe it's both.
I'm not starting any of the Masons. I'm going to go Kittle and Douglas.
Yeah, I actually think that's pretty easy. Kittle and Douglas. No Masons this week.
No Mason.
And then, Cam. Swift, Marks, or Harold Fannin, assuming he plays at the flex.
I don't even have to think about it. If I got DeAndre Swift, he's in my lineup. If for some reason Swift sits and Fannin plays, I might go Fannin over Marks. Obviously, if Swift and Fannin sits, well, your decision is made.
Right. Yeah, Swift should be the strongest option here. All right, definitely not new to the channel, but apparently got a new membership. Courtney Schultz. Thank you, Courtney. Appreciate you as always. So look for your question. So let's, as we're going, I feel like this is a new user. I definitely would have remembered this name. Bill's Mafia Latino America.
Yes.
I know they went that far south. Okay, Bill's Mafia is everywhere. Welcome. Choose one, McMillan, Jennings, or Parker Washington.
But out of this group, I still have Tet the highest. Oh,
hold up. I see the same question, but this now says it's standard.
Well, now I might go Jennings. Because at least Jennings gives me like touchdown potential and like that big play. Like, what is like Parker Washington and standard is no. In non-PPR, I might go Jennings.
Yeah, I think so. Because again, you're looking for touchdown upside. He's got it. So thank you for clarifying, Bill's Mafia. That does definitely make a difference here. Sticky. Tyler Warren or Rondae Gadsden?
I mean, I think you probably got to go Tyler Warren, right? I don't necessarily love Warren this week, but I don't know if I could put Gadsden in over Warren.
So, I thought about this. We mentioned this a couple of days ago on the stream. We took Tyler Warren out of the must start because last couple of games have been less involved. Other guys have been more involved. This matchup is actually not good at all for him. It doesn't mean he'll do nothing, but like maybe just go Gadsden because he's been still involved. I think I might actually go Gadsden. Maybe I'm getting too low on Tyler Warren now. I'm getting too worried, but the ceiling hasn't been there lately. I think I'm going to go Gadsden, actually. Because I remember, too, I feel like he'd been smashing, but then you're like, well, he's been scoring touchdowns. Tyler Warren, just on the season, he doesn't even have a 100-yard game. In fact, he doesn't even have a 90 or an 80-yard game. His high on the season in yardage is 79 yards. So he's been really solid, and when he scores, you're like, he's really good for a tight end, but he doesn't have the ceiling that Gadsden has. So I think in this matchup where I'm kind of worried about Warren, I think I would go Gadsden. All right, here's Courtney Schultz now. Here's a question. Needs a quarterback, receiver, a flex. Jones or Darnold?
I'm going to go Jones this week, I think.
And then one receiver, one flex. Tez, Downs, or Pierce or Parker Washington.
I do like Pierce. I like Pierce the best out of this group, not Parker Washington. So if you could pick up Pierce, pick up Pierce. So I would go Pierce. I mean, I do still have Tet over Tez. I mean, Ted is still the number one. If Ted doesn't play, I'll go Tez. So Pierce, Tet, Tez would be my picks.
Yep, I got Pierce highest too. It still feels weird. We'll see how that turns out. Carlos Z, how's it going? Half PPR, Nick St. Brown, Debo, Genti, Judkins, Theo, Hendo, a kicker, and a defense. Any changes from the bench?
I mean, QJ Walker on the bench is interesting. St. Brown, Debo, Genti, Judkins, Theo. I don't think I play those guys over Travion Henderson, though. So I think you're good here.
Yeah, nobody I feel compelled to start on that bench. Evan, Nikolai, Manungai, Vidal, Travion Henderson, or QJ. Only one.
Well, I have Vidal slightly ahead of Henderson. I guess that's where I'm going. Those three feel very close to me, right?
Yes. But again, like Vidal not in a great spot, but neither is Henderson. I think Henderson has a slightly tougher matchup, but also I think we still have to feel better about Vidal's opportunities, right? He should get more touches.
Yep. Exactly.
One sportsmanlike. PPR flex. Let's see. Got Zay Pittman, Nico Jefferson, Warren Kincaid, been stashing Pearsall and McLaurin. We talked about this earlier. You can stash them because you have 4 good receivers already, so that's fine.
Yeah, nothing wrong with stashing them. I don't know what you need here. I'm gonna assume 2 wide receivers and a flex and a tight end. I don't know. It just says PPR flex. I mean, these guys can't all be your flexes, right? I think you got to start Pittman and Jefferson. I would flex. I have Zay over Nico. Yes. Zay, Nico's. No. I take it back. I have Nico over Zay. So I'm going to go Pittman, Nico, Pittman, Jefferson, Nico at flex. I do really like Kincaid this week. Can I put him over Warren, though? I don't think so. I think I'm still going to go Warren. Oh, there's a part of me that I do really like Kincaid's matchup this week.
This is one where it's tough.
Yep.
Because I don't trust Kincaid anymore. But he has upside, but yeah. You're good enough. I guess you can just take what Warren gets you. Bright One down by 15. That's not an insurmountable lead by any means. Jones or Darnold?
No.
I think you said Jones earlier.
Yeah, Jones.
Moore, Allen, or Pierce at wide receiver 2. Now has Jones at quarterback and already has Pittman at wide receiver 1. I mean, do you not go Pierce just to differentiate, or just go Pierce?
I mean, I have Pierce higher than DJ Moore and Keenan Allen this week. So if it's me, I'm going Pierce. Look, last week having Pittman and Pierce was fine.
True. That's true. All right. Well, there you go, Bright One. What's up, Spearsy? Random question. Have you ever met or known an NFL player? He said he used to know you met Adrian Peterson. Nice.
I mean, I wouldn't say I've ever known an NFL player. I'm sure I've met some. I have the worst Barry Sanders story ever. So I was like huge Barry Sanders fan. Like I would literally VHS videotape his games when they were on TV, which wasn't always because I was out here in SoCal and he was in Detroit, of course. And then I was working for this company that made fitness equipment, and they were doing some like event down in San Diego over the weekend. And a guy I was friends with at the company, he was like the marketing director, and he's like, "Hey, you should come down. It'll be fun, whatever. Like, we hang out in San Diego." And I was like, I'm just gonna stay home. I don't feel like driving down to San Diego and doing all that, so I stayed home. So Monday rolls around, we're back at work, and I'm like, "Hey, how was the event?" He's like, "It's cool." He's like, "Tell me about the event," and he just casually mentions, "Yeah, we had like, Barry Sanders was there as one of our speakers." I was like, "Wait, what?" So yeah, Barry Sanders was one of the people speak. I was like, "Wait." He's like, "Yeah, I was walking around with Barry Sanders, like making sure he went to the right place." I'm like, wait. I could have, if I would have gone to San Diego, I could have hung out with Barry Sanders. He's like, "Yeah, why?" I'm like, "Oh my, you don't understand." He's like the only like athlete I would ever have wanted to meet. So I blew it.
Had a chance.
Well,
wasn't meant to be. But I don't think I've ever known any NFL players or met. The only kind of close thing is that OJ McDuffie, remember, former Penn State receiver, played for the Dolphins for a while. He dated my sister for a little while. So there's that.
Random. That is random.
It is random. So there's that. That's it. That's as close as I got. Never have got to meet my idol, Dan Marino. Not yet.
There's still time. Still time. Dan, if you're watching this, let's make it happen. Dan.
Yeah. Come on, Dan. Zach Mudd. Let's see. Sit one. Igbuka, Nico, or Wilson? I have to sit.
Oh man, I think you got to sit Nico here. Tough.
Yeah, I think it has to be Nico too. It's got Mills. James Jones. Good morning. 2 QB league. Lost Daniels. Herbert. Fine. Got JJ and Brissett. Which one?
I mean, McCarthy has the better matchup here. I'd probably just go McCarthy.
Yeah, on the road, against Seattle, not a great spot for Brissett. So let's take a chance on McCarthy. 2 receivers in a flex: Igbuka, Juwan, Olave, Ladd, Rashad, Ted, or Harvey. Well, it's too late for Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey did not keep his touchdown streak going.
No.
I think you got to go Igbuka, Olave, and Ladd. Full PPR, I'm going to go Igbuka, Olave, and Ladd.
Yep, that's what I would do. That sounds good. Diego wants to trade for Rico Dowdle. Well, let's see.
Bad time to be trading for Rico Dowdle, but let's see what we can do here.
Tried Higgins and Vidal. But no, Higgins and Vidal wasn't enough for Rico. I don't think you want to go more than that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, this is the problem. Like, for trying to trade for Rico right now, is like Rico's value is at an all-time high. Whoever has Rico. Well, whoever has Rico more than likely needs Rico as well, because remember,
there it is.
Although he really doesn't need Rico, he's got Jacobs and Achane. Although he flexes Rico, so he might need Rico.
It looks like he needs receiver. Got Wandale as his number 2, and he doesn't really have receivers on the bench, so he actually kind of needs receivers.
Yeah, but if he's going to say no to that, he's going to say, go back to Diego's team.
Yeah, I mean, kind of surprising he said no to Higgins and Vidal.
You got Pittman, JSN. I mean, if he's not taking Higgins, he's not taking Addison, and I'm not giving up Pittman. I don't think I'm giving up Pittman for Rico. I'm definitely not giving up JSN for Rico. I mean, maybe Devonta Smith, but I mean, if he said no to Higgins, why would he say yes to Devonta Smith? I don't know.
Who knows? Pittman for Rico straight up. feels like a bit much. That would probably be the only thing you could do
Yeah.
here. So
like, you want Rico that bad? Like, just go get a different running back. Like, go get, like, why can't you just go get, like, Chase Brown or Quinshon Judkins?
Right. Yeah, Judkins will definitely come cheaper, and it'll be just as good, almost as good at least. All right, John. Derrick Henry for Devontae Adams and Henderson. Feels fair, but is it good for this team? Is the question. He has Henry, but Brees and Monty would be his running backs then. Or oh no, he has Javonte. He's like I think that's good.
Yeah, I just don't know. Because you got Puka, Ladd, Diggs, DJ Moore. I mean, Adams certainly helps these wide receivers, but losing Henry hurts. I mean, I certainly think this is a fair deal, especially Ramondre. Like, I mean, who knows when Ramondre's coming back? And he'll probably come back, though, right? I don't know. I think I'm just keeping Henry here. Again, in these fair deals, I usually want the best player. That's Derrick Henry. I'm going to keep Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's fair. Like you have Nakua as your 1, Ladd as your 2, Diggs is your 3. Like that's fine. You're not like you don't have a deficit at wide receiver. I feel like it's a fair deal. The only thing now seems like you have Puka and Devontae Adams. That's your like it's not a bad thing, but you're going all in Rams here. I mean, it's fair, but yeah, I'm not sure if it really helps your team. Or how about this? T, this is an interesting one. Traded, hold on. Now you see the first 3 letters. Traded CMC, Jake Ferguson, and Keenan for Jettis, Gadsden, and Kamara.
Why? I mean, you're 7-2. T, I'm not trying. I try to say this lovingly, so don't take this personal. But you're 7-2, and a big reason why you're 7-2 is because Christian McCaffrey has been so good.
Right.
So why do this? Like, I don't even see. Okay, I guess Gadsden is better than Ferguson. Maybe not though. Like, I don't even like. I'm sorry, T. Again, not trying to like be mean here, but I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand the mindset here. Like, how did this help you?
Yeah, I don't know if it did. Getting Kamara, not a good time to get Kamara. All right. Is this Courtney again? I don't remember, honestly. Is this different or the same thing? I feel like this is the same one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it could also pick up Pierce. Yeah.
Okay. Then Dion again. What about Hunter Henry versus Andrews in non-PPR?
I think you still got it. In non-PPR, I mean, I think both these guys could score, but give me the guy catching passes from Lamar. Seems to target the tight ends a lot when they get near the goal line. I'll take a chance on Andrews.
You're hoping for a touchdown either way. So let's go with Andrews. T Money, new member. Appreciate you. We get to your question. We'll put it up if you got one. Jen Rail, already member. Pierce or Manungai?
I still got to go Manungai here. As much as I like Pierce, even with DeAndre Swift back, I just think it's too good of a matchup for Manungai.
This PPR, and this one I'll probably go Pierce just because Manungai is solid. Like he should give you a floor, but I think Pierce now has finally shown at least he is doing that as well.
True.
Fly as Kane. Happy Saturday. Rank the upside of these backup running backs. All right. Here, I'm assuming rest of the season. Chuba Bigsby, Emmanuel Wilson, Ray Davis, or Tyjae Spears?
think Chuba's got to be number one because we know if Rico Dowdle goes down with injury, he's going to be back to being the workhorse. Like Bigsby, if Saquon goes down, are we sure we're seeing like just all Bigsby? Or are we going to see like some Shipley in there? Actually, I might go Emmanuel Wilson one now that I look at it closer. I might go Emmanuel Wilson one because give me the running back in the Packers offense. Chuba 2, Bigsby 3. I think I'll still go Davis 4. I do worry, even if James Cook got hurt, Davis wouldn't be the guy, but he's in the Bills offense. That's good enough. And then I got to go Spears last because, come on, Titans.
Yeah, and, based on the fact these are all backups is, I'm ranking upside based on, I'm assuming, let's say the number one running back ahead of them, they're all just disappear, right? They dematerialize from the earth. So if that's the case, I think the guy with the most upside probably has to be Bigsby in Philadelphia. So I would put him 1. I might put Ray Davis 2, then Chuba, then Wilson, then Spears. JJ likes the t-shirt. Very good. Your t-shirt. I see why.
Thanks.
And pick up drop Kincaid for Mark Andrews this week.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
No need for that. All right, then let's get to, which by the way, we're getting to as many of the comments and questions as we can. We're still keeping it super chats. If you want to guarantee your question gets answered, that's the way to do it. JV 817 made the mistake of Nick's over Darnold. Well, it happens.
I mean, Darnold hasn't played yet, although I doubt he scores less than Nick's.
This is true. So it could be worse. And he changes 6-3 and needs the win. And he changes Shakir's on the bench. Manungai, Ted, Shakir on the bench, I think.
Yeah, so you got JT Judkins. That's fine. Waddle, JSN, AGB, and McBride. I don't know if I start. I mean, I definitely have AGB over those guys. I have Waddle over Shakir and Munnin guy still. Yeah, not starting J. I mean, obviously not benching. No, you're good. You're good.
All right. You're 6-3. I mean, you don't need the win. It's always nice to win. Ryan Brown. Full PPR with BTG out. Start either Tez Musgrave or pick up De'Ami Brown or maybe even Terrell Jennings.
Nah, just go with Tez.
Yeah, let's go Tez there. All right, let's do Primal. You might be, he wants to know if he's the only one who thinks that Dobbs might be a league winner.
You might be, but hey, look, if you're right, man, victory lap that one if you're right.
There you go. Screenshot it. Let's see, come back and see if that happens. Yeah, like, do we think he's going to be league winner? No. He's not going to ever be a target hog. Watson's not like out forever. Jaden Reed might come back. It's like, I mean, it's not a pass-heavy offense. It's the problem. Okay, now, just undid what I was trying to do. Let's do this one. Gabriel Dish. Start 2 in the flex. Olave, Jalen Warren, Henderson, Metcalf.
Olave's got to be 1. I've got Warren at number 2. Olave and Warren.
Yep, I like Olave a lot this week. So with Steeler, Warren, Metcalf. If I remember, you're pretty down on Metcalf this week, right? Yeah, the Chargers. That's fine. Go Warren. Get your shiz. I feel like I have the same question every time because it's difficult every time. All right, let's see. Flowers or Lad?
This week, I go Lad.
And yeah, agree with that. And then Hunter Henry or Harold Fannin.
If Fannin plays, Fannin.
Right. This one will be easy based on injuries. If Fannin plays, and if he doesn't, then you go Henry. It's Robert Perky time. What's up, Robert? Okay, we got to rank these flexes. Only 20 names here to rank, so here we go.
All right, we're gonna go Olave number 1. I think I got Rachaad White number 2. Let me verify that. Yes, Rachaad White 2. So Olave 1, Rachaad White 2. Brees Vidal, Walker Etienne, Wandale, QJ Heenan, Juan Dobbs. All right. Got Wandale 3. Etienne 4, Brees 5. Vidal 6. Monengai 7, QJ 8. Think I'm getting this done. Walker 9. Actually, do I have Walker ahead of QJ? No, I like QJ this week. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna keep that order. What was that? Walker 9. Jennings. No, Keenan 10. Jennings 11. Dobbs last for me.
I'm
all right. I think I got him.
I'm not even gonna dare to try to mess that up or reorganize. All right, there you go. Good luck, Robert.
And then I don't know. I'm still. We had a tight end question. I think I'm still going Warren at tight end, but Gadsden also fine.
Oh, Otten Kittle, and then Gadsden or Warren. Kittle, I think the first one, and then
are these two questions? Yeah, I'm gonna go Kittle over Otten. I still go Warren over Gadsden, but I have no issues if you want to go Gadsden.
Yeah, I think earlier I had said I would go Gadsden over Warren. That one's close. All right, Humberto Lopez in 1 QB league, Lamar or Stafford? It's got to be Lamar.
Yeah,
2 flexes, Igbuka, Rachaad White, Odunze, or Harrison.
I'm going to go. It's standard, non-PPR. Ooh, I'm going to go Rachaad White. Do we want both Bucks? But, I mean, who has better touchdown upside, Igbuka or Odunze? I guess. Oh, are we rolling with both Bucks this week? I guess so.
Yeah. I think Igbuka over Odunze for that. So let's do it. Let's do both Bucks. So, Mike, all we wants to know, is Franklin the number 1 receiver in Denver now?
Well, I mean, if you watch the start-sit video, now I was certainly higher on Sutton than Torrey Franklin, but if you watch the start-sit video, we talked about how whoever the Raiders are one of the zone heaviest teams, and is that what it, or no? What is it again? Yeah, that's what it was, right? Let me go look.
Yeah, the Raiders, I think, are number 1 now in terms of zone.
Yeah, and Sutton has not been as good. Let me see if I have the stats in my notes still. The exact stats. Whoops, didn't mean to open that.
Yeah, Sutton much better versus man coverage. This was a good spot. This is why we had Franklin higher. I think we both had him solid because it's just a great schematic matchup for him. And he already had been getting, and your question, Mike, is he number 1? He already has been getting as many targets as Sutton, and that didn't stop this week.
Yeah, it didn't stop. So this wasn't, yeah. So I mean, I didn't have Franklin over Sutton. I still had Sutton over Franklin, but I did like Franklin this week. I know we said yes to Franklin a lot. And start sit questions. I don't know if he's the one, but this is probably closer to a 1A, 1B. You know what's frustrating? What was frustrating watching that game though? And I tweeted it out. I found some gif of like Conor McGregor at a football game, like throwing a football. It's like the worst throwing motion you could ever possibly have. I think the ball goes like 5 yards. That's what Bo Nix looks like when he throws those deep balls to Troy Franklin. It's like, why? It's like, just hopes. It's like, dude, stop throwing these deep balls to Troy Franklin. He's not even open, and B, you can't throw them. It's horrible.
Yeah, Nick's not looking great. Say too. Think about Franklin could have had not much bigger game, but remember that one interception? It went through his hand. Basically, he should have caught it. It went straight out. He should have held on to that. But anyways, okay. Andres Gregorio, hey guys, needs to Kamara, Rashad White, QJ Loveland.
I'm gonna go Rashad White and QJ.
Sounds good to me. Sebastian Arias traded Flowers and Etienne for Wilson and Wandale.
Nice. That seems very good.
It's good. Flex Wilson. Well, if you just got Garrett Wilson, you want to flex Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Come on. You didn't just trade for Garrett Wilson so you could sit him, right?
No. Are you? Well, we just talked about this. Are you concerned about Nick's rest of the season?
Oh, I mean, you have to be concerned about Knicks. Like, and I'll tell you what, if you're a Broncos fan, you're feeling good about the record, but man, you think this offense can beat the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens? Like, you better hope the defense pitches a shutout against those. I mean, the only reason the Broncos even won that game was because of a blocked punt that gave the offense the ball in field goal range, where they literally did not move the ball and kick the field goal. And then the fact that whoever the Raiders kicker is couldn't make a 35-yard field goal to tie the game. It's the only reason the Broncos beat the Raiders at home. This is going to be the easiest first round playoff matchup for whoever plays this team, unless Bo Nix and this offense gets it going, because I don't think that defense alone can win football games, especially when they have to play those elite offenses. So yeah, you got to be concerned about Nix, but you should feel good about Troy Franklin. Doesn't seem to affect Troy Franklin any.
Yeah. I mean, could be better, but Franklin's still getting it done. So, Danny Barba, Aaron Jones, Monungai, or Parker Washington in a PPR league.
I like Aaron Jones this week. I like him. I like his matchup. I like the spot for Aaron Jones.
Another one by P. 2 running back through receiver leagues. Got Lamar. You want to start Lamar. And Dowdle, Javonte is on bye. Chase Brown is on bye. Woody Marks. Chase is on bye. Thickens.
Jeez.
You got a lot of people on bye. But this doesn't look like a start sit or a waiver. He's like, I need depth. Well, yeah, you kind of do. But like, I don't know. I'm not sure what you can do.
I mean, your only wide receivers are Jamar Chase, Pickens, and Ted McMillan. How did we get here? In a 3 wide receiver league? We got Tez Johnson. How did we get here in a 3 wide receiver league, P? This might be one where I'm thinking, like, is this one where you need Dowdle this week because Javonte, Chase Brown are not playing. So you have to start Dowdle and Woody Marks. And then I guess you're starting.
Right.
I don't even, who are you even starting as your 3rd wide receiver, by the way?
This week? Yeah, I don't even know. This must be very shallow.
Are you just taking a 0 at wide receiver 3? What are we doing here?
Would this be a situation where you try to get someone really good for Lamar and just roll with Baker rest of the season?
That's actually not a bad idea. I was thinking sell high on Rico, but you need Rico this week. But yeah, this might be like, if you could trade Lamar and get like, I don't know, can you trade Lamar and get like Drake London?
It's possible. Garrett Wilson seems to still not have a lot of value. I think that would be the one to try for. But yeah, I think that's probably the move here. You don't really have enough players to even trade. I don't know how shallow this league is. It's crazy. At least you're 7-2. Abel, 10-man. Stream. One of these guys. Pitts, Schultz, Henry, Hodden, Hawk, Bannon.
Pitts. I like Pitts this week. I can't put any of these guys over Pitts.
Yeah, I think Pitts is just the best one here. Juice finally made an appearance. 14-teamer. Got McCarthy, H.N. Bill. We're starting Bill and Zacchaeus this week. That's because you got Lamb. Again, like, do you start Chris Rodriguez over Bill? I think I would.
Sad times. I'm okay with that. Zacchaeus? I might go Tez over Zacchaeus. I did see a lot of people added Zacchaeus. What am I missing with Zacchaeus? Is it because...
That's what it is. It was you.
Oh, is that what it is?
It was you.
I didn't say he was next. I think I just showed the graphic that showed he, against those coverage schemes, he was pretty good against them. But Luther Burden is back, so I don't know. I like Tez. I like Tez this week personally.
Yeah. All right, not much else you can do. Oh, you can do those two things though. Like based on last week, Bill is just not getting it done. Chris Rodriguez did. Like, might see more of him. All right, Alan R. Juwan Johnson, Colson Loveland, or David Njoku?
If Fannin is out, I'll go Njoku. Otherwise, Johnson. Juwan.
Yeah, Molly Wop. What is up? Broskis. Got Hurts, Henry, Woody, Olave, Rome. That's a first, I think. Pierce, Badgley, and Brown's defense. Here's the bench. Any changes? Go Manungai over Woody?
Yeah, I would definitely go Manungai over Woody. I think that's it. Manungai over Woody.
All right, there you go, Molly. And then Jason Branscombe, rank high to low for this week and rest of season. All right, I guess we'll go this week first. I'm going to put Higgins last because he's not playing. Actually, take that back. Put Pearsall last because he's never playing. Jennings, J-Mo, a lot of these guys aren't even playing this week.
Yeah, this week I'm going to go Jennings. I'm going to go Jameson, Jennings, Parker, Washington. Rest of the season, I'm going to go Higgins. I don't know. I mean, we don't even know. Like, how do we know when these guys are even playing? Like, I guess if we know Hunter's not playing next week because he's on IR. I guess if you somehow told me Pearsall was playing next week, I don't know. I would go Higgins, Jennings, Jameson, Pearsall. I don't know. Hard to rank when you don't even know when these guys are going to play.
Right. I just think by default you have to put Travis Hunter last because you know he's missing multiple weeks and we don't know when he's coming back. Like, doesn't mean, remember, IR 4 weeks doesn't mean that they come back right after they're eligible. Right. Trey Benson didn't come back and we don't know how he's going to look. So I think you just have to put him last. And I think right now we have to put Pearsall right in front of him. So Higgins is definitely first. Jedi Koth. Here are the choices for tight end streamers: Andrews, Loveland, Juwan, Njoku, Schultz.
Well, I'm going to say what I keep saying. If Bannon is out, I go Njoku. Otherwise, I go Juwan.
All right. And then we have, I think this is the one, we already did this one, right? Yes. Get real. Okay. Princess Ellie. Flex, Henderson, Manungai, or Monty?
Well, Swift's out. Yeah, I will put Manungai first. Otherwise, Monty. It feels like Swift's going to play, though.
Yeah. Again, we keep hearing the back and forth. It's some personal thing. Again, sure, if he's out, it's Manungai, but if not, Monty. Alex Matos, JJ, Mack, or Goff, and rest of season.
I think I got to go Goff on both fronts.
Yeah, Mac is last year. JJ, I think JJ, I'm open to, I guess. I'm open to see what he does this week. He's interesting as a streamer, but let's see if he shows something, then I don't think I'm going to put him over Goff. I'm just saying, well, let's see what he does. But yeah, it's got to be Goff for now. All right, now Juice with a tight end question: Kincaid or Otten?
Kincaid.
Abel, if T-Mac is out, do I drop Hunt or Bill to get Pierce?
I mean, you can drop Bill, I think, at this point. Hunt at least has some value if Pacheco remains out. We won't know till after the bye, of course.
Right. And then, okay, so this is slightly different. Alex Matos now he's saying or Baker in another league. It's got to be Baker, right?
Yeah, Baker. And Baker rest of the season.
Definitely Baker rest of the season. Western Goods, 2 receivers, 1 flex. Downs, Pierce, Watson, Myers, Aaron Jones.
I'm going to go Pierce. Guess I got to go Jacoby here as my other wide receiver. He should be the guy in Jacksonville. Although I don't love it this week. I don't know how much I can love Watson. I don't necessarily love Downs this week. Actually, let me check. I might go. No, I have Jacoby over both of them. All right, I guess I'm going Pierce, Jacoby. Definitely flexing Aaron Jones, though.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, the fact that Watson is in any way on the injury report, like, no, I'm out. I'm out. Not that I was going to start him anyways, but yeah. Pierce, Jones, Myers. And then at tight end for Western Goods, Loveland, Otten, Juwan, or Hunter Henry.
Just going to keep saying Juwan Johnson. So he doesn't bust.
It is a smash spot. What could go wrong? All right, Jedi Koth now in half. Needs a receiver and a flex. Debo, Addison, Garrett Wilson.
I'm going to go Garrett Wilson and Debo here. I mean, I got to feel decent about Debo, right? Like, Mariota's not horrible, and they don't have anybody else. They have nobody else. Like Jalen Lane? Is he going to be the wide receiver too now? I'll go Wilson and Debo.
Yep. Always a little skeptical with Debo, but you got to take a chance here, right? He should get plenty of targets. Definitely Garrett Wilson here. Now Juice wants to know Rashad White or Manungai. I don't know if we'll assume Swift is playing.
Yeah, I got to assume Swift is playing, so I'm going to say Rashad White.
All right. Let's see. Hopefully this is a Bipocalypse type of question. Joe Estrella. Start one between Corum, Singletary, or which Davis is
Terrell
that?
Davis? Terrell Davis, former running back, Denver Broncos. He was great. I don't know who. Ray Davis?
Ray Davis? No, because Cook's probably playing.
Yeah, I'm going to go Singletary here. Take a chance. He was better last week. It is a good matchup against the Bears. Maybe he's better again this week.
All right, good luck, Joe. Felix Tab, welcome back, Felix. Needs to DJ Moore, Tyron Tracy, Khalil Shakir, Juwan Jennings.
I go Shakir. I have Jennings next. So Shakir and Jennings.
Yeah, I think Shakir is definitely number one here. Moore, Jennings. I guess Jennings. Kevin wants to know, what's your take on Dart rest of the season?
Well, if you watch my buy low, you should know I like Dart a lot. He has a great schedule rest of the season. He runs. He's not afraid to take chances. I like Dart. I like Dart rest of the season.
Yeah, he's probably going to hover around that low end QB1, high end QB2 range, like a guy who's you're okay starting. He's not going to ever have monster games, right? But he can get it by for you. So he's fine to start and just keep him in there because he's got that floor. So, and you can win with a quarterback like that. Like, you don't have to have an elite quarterback to win a championship, like, by any means. All right, Mr. Rivers, good afternoon. Quick question, needs help with 2 flexes in one spot. I'm starting Nico, but need to choose between Gadsden, Parker, or Debo. He's leaning Gadsden. Are you leaning Debo?
Yeah, I'm probably leaning Debo.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning. Yeah, I mean, Gadsden, not a bad choice here. He's kind of the close second, I think, but we got to take a chance at Debo. He should lead that team in targets. They're going to have to pass. So let's go Debo. All right, now we have Dravar. Problems at RB. Needs 2. I think Manungai, Walker, Vidal, Mason, Woody.
Even with Swift back, I go Vidal and Manungai.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too great about Mason these days. Woody's just like whatever. So yeah, it's 2 of the first 3, that's for sure. I wish I could feel better about Walker. Although it's not a bad spot for him. They're at home against Carlin. Like, it's just okay, right? I don't know.
I actually do like Walker this week, but I don't think I could put him over. Like, Manungai has such a good spot. Vidal, we know, gets the touches. We did see Walker kind of become the guy last week, but that doesn't mean we can just bank on that again. So I'm going to go Manungai and Vidal.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, Mark and Souls need some help here. It's either Calvin Austin or Malik Washington.
I'll just go Calvin Austin, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it'll make too big a difference, but yeah, I mean, again, I fully expect the Dolphins to get rolled against the Bills. General now, I think which Jags receiver to flex here, Parker or Myers. I've been going Myers.
Yeah, Myers.
Fly as Kane, 3 receivers in a flex. DK, Waddle, Rome, QJ, Aaron Jones, and Jennings. It's half PPR.
All right, we need 3 of these. We're going to go Dunze.
Throwing Pierce in the mix here too, if he's worth the flex.
I don't think I could put Pierce over those guys. I'm going to go, we need 3 wide receivers. Well, because I like Aaron Jones, especially in half PPR. He's going to be my flex. So I'm going to go Dunze, Metcalf, Waddle with Aaron Jones in the flex.
All right. There you go. Okay, so Juice is conflicted because he said so. Which Bears running back between Swift and Manungai?
I think you got to prefer Swift still.
Yeah, and someone mentioned this was like that there was a comment like it could be like a hot hand kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but it's probably going to be a pretty close split, right? You're going to see both guys, but I think Swift still gets the early down work. He had been getting almost all the goal line work. Like Manungai finally got some, but I think Swift is still more the goal line back. So yeah. Alejandro Valdez looking for RB help. Okay, well, by the way, Dobbins, news on Dobbins, and he got a foot injury, and so it sounds like he might miss some time because he's getting a second opinion, which is never a good thing.
Which is crazy because he finished the game. Like he was running well. He was running for like big gain, like not huge gains, but like big gains down the stretch. Yeah, so it's kind of frustrating. Not that you're gonna miss Dobbins significantly. But like you should. I mean, come on. You got Henderson. We should be getting Bucky back soon. Hopefully, you got Rashad White. It's not like Dobbins has been going off here. I mean, Buka's they pick again. Maybe you could trade Pickens and just roll with Buka, and Zay as your wide receivers, right? Like if you could trade Again, if you could trade Pickens and get like a Chase Brown or a Quinshon Judkins type.
Gotta try it. Try it while you can. And especially a lot of trade deadlines are coming up soon. So keep going for those buy low candidates. Cody wants to know, how do we feel about Drake London? Because he gets possibly the first Sauce in Indy treatment.
Yeah, I still got to feel good, though. I'm not like benching him just because of Sauce. I think you got to. I have dropped him down a little bit. But he's still, to me, like on the higher end of like the solid starts here. He's got to still be a good start.
He's still going to get a ton of targets. I'll just say this: like, Sauce Gardner's still very good, and obviously they think so. They gave a couple of first-round picks for him. He's not exactly the shutdown corner he was a couple of years ago. Right? I remember a couple of years ago, and this happened every year. There's a guy who's like the shutdown, like he won't let anybody catch anything. A couple of years ago was Sauce. But now it's been Surtain, and Sauce, his grade has dropped down since a couple of years ago. Like I don't know if he's really a shutdown corner. He's good, but I don't think he's going to move me off of starting somebody like London. All right, Vinny. Sutton did not help, so who do we flex for upside? AJB, Jennings, or Debo?
I think Debo. I think Debo's my choice here. I mean, he's got to be the guy there, right? He's got to be the guy. Mariota's not terrible. This is not a great spot for AJ Brown.
Right. I'm a little hesitant on AJB this week. Michael McCann, non-PPR. Jefferson, Flowers, Odunze, and McConkey. Should I trade for Tyler Warren? In non-PPR? No, I don't think it's even worth it.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, obviously it depends who you're trading. I don't think I would trade any of those guys. I mean, I don't know. In non-PPR, Flowers for Warren feels fine. It's non-PPR. What is Flowers giving you? Like 5 catches for 68 yards isn't doing a whole lot in non-PPR.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you seem pretty deep at receiver. Don't know who your running backs and your flex are. If you're not flexing a running back, maybe it'd be better to trade for a running back if possible. But I don't feel like Warren is a guy I need to trade for, just in general. Okay. GMAC. JJ McCarthy or Jacoby Brisket?
I'm going to go McCarthy. Good matchup this week. Not a good matchup for Brissett on the road against Seattle.
No, this is any other streaming quarterbacks. I mean, look, if you're already talking Brissett and McCarthy, I don't think there's probably anybody better available on the waiver wire. So
right, exactly.
You're probably not getting Jackson Dart. So yeah, McCarthy's fine. Benny, what's up, Benny Black? 1 running back, 2 receivers, a flex and a tight end. Mason, Singletary, Shakir, Ted, Keenan, Douglas, Warren, Schultz.
You need 1 running back between Mason, Singletary. Jeez. I don't know. I'd probably still go. Oh God. Jeez. No. I mean, look, Mason with Aaron Jones back last time, like barely got the ball until Aaron Jones got hurt and left the game, which I guess Aaron Jones always has a chance to get hurt and leave the game. I might just go Singletary here. Oh my gosh. 2 wide receivers, gonna go Shakir. I mean, I do still, I think, have Ted. Yeah, I still have Ted higher here. It's close between him and Keenan, so I might just go Keenan. Shakir and Keenan are my 2 wide receivers. We got to flex one of these. Well, I think if Tet plays, I'm still flexing Tet. I don't think I could put DeMario Douglas over Tet, but if Tet's out, I'll go Douglas, and then at tight end, we'll go Warren. Whew. Tough choices here, Benny.
Some tough choices. All right. But that's not all. Here's number 2. Now, he says if G. Will is out, it sounds like he'll play. So probably doesn't matter. But I guess if he's out or somebody else manages to get hurt before tomorrow, flex Mason, Ted Sharps, Tez Harker Washington.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wilson's playing, but if he's out, I still have Ted number 1 here. If Ted's out, I'll go Tez.
Yeah. Mr. Rivers wants to know, can we trust Mariota this week? Negative.
Yeah, I mean, trust is a strong word.
Yeah. I don't think I would use that word for him. All right, Molly now. Somebody dropped Jaden Daniels. Are we dropping Penix for him? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm dropping Penix for Jaden Daniels. Yeah.
You have Hurts at QB1. You don't even need Penix anyways. Yeah. Just pick him up.
Yeah.
Even if you don't even ever start him because you have Jalen Hurts, then somebody else doesn't get him. Honestly, you can play defense. All right, got a couple more super chats. This one just came in from AC Yard Services. Thank you. Appreciate you. In half PPR, start 2 running backs, 2 receivers in the flex between Jacobs, Henderson, Monty, Monungai, Diggs, Addison, Olave, Alec Pierce. Starting Jacobs is a no-brainer. But what about the others?
Gonna go Jacobs, Monty at running back. I'm gonna go Olave, Diggs at wide receiver. We got Addison, Alec Pierce, Travion, and Monangai. I have Addison the highest. Is it full PPR? Half PPR? Man. Because I do have Addison the highest, but I don't have Monangai that far behind him. I might still go Addison here. I don't dislike Addison this week, so I'm gonna go Jacobs, Monty, Diggs, Olave, Addison.
Yeah, I agree with the running backs, the receivers. The flex is either Addison or Pierce. That's where I'm on the fence, and I'm not sure if I'm going overboard with Pierce. I guess in half, Addison does have a little more upside, so that's fine. All right. Good luck, AC. Nitty gritty. Which injured receiver do you want? Watson or Ted? Assuming they play.
I think if Ted plays, I'm still playing Ted here, but I don't think Watson's a bad dice roll this week.
Yeah, I mean, again, if they both play and they're clear, I think Ted's still technically the number 1 receiver. I would probably go Ted there, but don't love either. All right, since it looks like we're now caught up on the super chats, we'll do a few more, but Bob has a question for you because I think it was the other day when you had to step out, I addressed this. He asks, what running backs and receivers that aren't currently like the no doubt must start obvious top 5 do you feel are sort of must-haves for the playoff stretch? Like, who's like the next?
Yeah, I really like Chase Brown and Quinshaw Judkins at running back. I think they can have big second halves here. You got to feel good about Rico Dowdle, the way he's being used. At wide receiver, Garrett Wilson definitely it stands out for me. I think Devonta Smith, AJ Brown. It's hard for me to pick which one I prefer, but I think either of those guys could be monsters down the stretch. They have a great schedule, and I really like Addison too. I don't know if top 5. I don't know if Addison, but you say who I'd like to have on my fantasy team. I would really like to have Jordan Addison. The Vikings have a fantastic schedule rest of the way. Phenomenal schedule.
There you go. Yeah, and I remember I had mentioned Garrett Wilson. I think Judkins. I don't remember exactly who I said, but there you go, Bob. Speaking of Garrett Wilson, Cross Kitchens wants to know Garrett Wilson or Jalen Warren as a flex. Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm going to go Garrett Wilson definitely here.
Yeah. Love Garrett Wilson this week. A-Rod. Rashad White or Manungai if Swift plays.
Yeah, if Swift plays, I'm going to go Rashad White. If Swift's out, I'll go Manungai for sure.
Mark Bone needs upside. 2 running backs, 2 flex. Shakir, Parker, Sharbs, White, I guess, and Swift, Manungai.
Yeah, I'm going to assume if that's Rashad White, I'm going to go White and Swift. If I don't know who else that would be. If that was not even supposed to be a player, I'll go Swift Manungai. But if that's Rashad White, give me Rashad White and Swift. I think Shakir has to be a flex. You know what? If that's Rashad White, I'm still flexing Manungai. So I guess I'm flexing White, or I guess I'm playing White, Swift, Manungai, and Shakir. Be my choices.
All right, there you go, Mark. Got upside. Now this one, Avi Penhollow has both Bears. Play them both, and he says I've Dowdle and Marks. I mean, you have to play Rico, right?
Yeah, you got to play Rico. I think it's okay to play both Swift and Manungai, but if you only need one because you're playing Rico, then I would go Swift.
Right. Zach Mudd in a 10-man full PPR needs 2 of these guys: Tez, Dobbs, Pierce, Singletary, Slayton.
I go Pierce. I thought about putting Slayton on like the kind of the sneaky start thing there, but I couldn't really find anything good about this matchup for him. So I'm going to go Pierce and Tez.
Yeah, Pierce is the clear first choice, I think, for me. And then I probably would just go Dobbs, just, target share. Jordan, we love our rookies. Dart or Hurts? Let's slow down the hype train there. It still hurts.
Yes.
Robert Gunno needs 3. Brees, Judkins, Manungai, Kittle. Who sits?
I think I can sit Kittle here.
Sitting Kittle for Manungai. Yeah, I would too. We need to see him do something, right? Do something more. All right, so here's the same question from Jen. Dart or Hurts? It still hurts. Definitely hurts.
Still hurts. Yes, still hurts.
Playing Devontae Adams, you need to decide between Devontae Smith or Zay Flowers.
Devonta Smith.
Yep, like him a lot this week. And then Gadsden or Goddard.
Gadsden.
That one's a little closer. Goddard has been really solid, but Gadsden, I think, a little more upside. Yeah. Okay, and then, all right. Been here since the start. Here we go. Juicy Boosie, a.k.a. Wario. Thank you. Yes. Good reminder before we finish. If you haven't liked, you're on here still, click the thumbs up, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Help us get to 100K. We're almost there. Flex 3 between Keenan, Pierce, Ted Manungai, Tez Goddard.
I've got Pierce 1, Manungai 2. I've still got Ted 3. If Ted doesn't play, I'll go Keenan.
And then, yes, and then trade Pickens for Kyron.
I think it's fair. If you need a running back, feels very fair.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably prefer, I don't know. Yeah, go get Kyron.
Yeah, generally just a little more valuable to have a basically workhorse running back in Kyron. So in a vacuum, I would prefer Kyron slightly. Looking at your flex options, you have Manungai. I don't see a whole lot of other running backs, so let's do it. All right. Mr. Rivers wants to know, is it time to sell J.K. Dobbins? If you can. He just got hurt. Kind of bad timing.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
you
bad timing. Not
both?
only did he just get hurt, although look, he didn't. The thing is, like, if people aren't really paying, although everybody pays attention these days, I feel like nothing goes under the radar anymore.
Yeah.
So your league mates probably know he's dealing with a foot injury or something, and he hasn't even been that good, right? He hasn't even. I mean, he has actually been good. Fantasy wise, he hasn't been that good.
Right. The offense
So I mean,
hasn't
sure,
been that good.
if you could trade Dobbins, but what are you realistically getting for Dobbins right now?
Well, I think it's interesting. He says, I have both. You have Dobbins and Harvey. Well, why trade both? If Dobbins is hurt, then you should be loving the fact you have Harvey. I would just hold. I mean, you can try to sell Dobbins, but again, just don't get your hopes up. Easy Vanya. Warren, Pitts, or Goddard?
I don't think I could put these guys over. I'm still going to go Warren here. Maybe I'm too stubborn.
No, I'm like, okay, I'm not loving Warren this week, right? Goddard has been solid, but we like him better this week. I don't know if I like him better. So, yeah, let's just stick with Warren here. You have Hurts and Barkley. I don't think that's going to be a difference maker. All right, Jordan says, I know we all love Judkins, but we're going to put him over Genty. Is it a better offense than the Browns? I'm not sure if it is.
I don't know if it's better, but I guess you could say it's not worse. They're both pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, I probably can't put Judkins over Genty. I kind of want to. You're saying the Raiders' schedule isn't that bad. Okay, they get Dallas next week. That should be great. Although remember, they did just trade for Quinnen Williams, so it might not be as good a spot as we think. Then they get the Browns, the Chargers, the Broncos again, the Eagles in Philadelphia, the Texans in Houston. Those are your first two rounds of the playoffs are in Philly, in Houston. And then if you're still alive with Genty after those two games, you do get the Giants in week 17. So he could have a great championship week. There is that at least. Whereas you look at the Browns, schedule here. Genty gets the Jets this week, which doesn't look nearly as bad now with Quinnen Williams gone. The Ravens, the Raiders. Okay, 49ers is tough. But then he gets the Titans, the Bears, the Bills, the Steelers. And then if you happen to play in week 18, he gets the Bengals. I mean, none of those matchups scare me. Off Genty. And none of those, I mean, okay, Bills maybe because he could get game scripted out. But that's it. Like, am I worried about like Chicago game scripting him out? Tennessee, the Steelers? No. But I still probably do have to prefer Genty.
All right. So there you go. And then it's funny, Mr. Rivers, you were just saying about J.K. Dobbins. You're like, well, everybody knows, but he's like, I didn't know he was hurt. So there you go. He basically disproved what you said.
Well, there you go. Because look, it's not like he didn't leave the game. He finished the game. He was even the guy they were using to run out the clock, and he was running for like 7-8 yards. Weird. But,
yeah. Well, trade him into somebody before they find out that he's hurt. Ryan Leal needs an RB2. Bill Singletary, Tracy.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with Singletary.
Yeah. With this group, you might as well. Nick Name. Drop downs for Pierce. Which Colt?
I think you got to prefer Pierce at this point.
Yeah. And then also to Ryan Leal, 2 wide receivers, Jennings, Pierce, QJ Addison.
Oh, I think Addison is going to be number 1 for me. I've got Pierce number 2. Addison and Pierce.
Addison. Yeah, I still like Pierce the best. Remember, if he does nothing this week, dead to me. Javier Fiber Seal. It's just the rule, right? All right.
Yes.
Thursday started out solid. Okay, well that's nice. Didn't do that for everybody.
See?
Played Franklin. The opponent played Sutton. Nice. Myers. Okay. No, let's this. Hey, it could be a thing. Myers said
Is
2
it
birthday
Jacoby Myers'
games,
birthday?
apparently.
It is.
Well,
It's his birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow is his birthday. Wow.
it must start. We should put him on the booms.
Yeah, well, go ahead. Play him.
You know what? I'd play him over Ted anyways. Ted has a hamstring injury. Not a great matchup anyways. Like I don't need to play Ted. Anyways, go with the birthday thing. All right, now we have a Montastic or a Mantastic. Sitting on 3 tight ends right now, Kelsey, Andrews, and Musgrave. So Andrews and Musgrave.
I think I'm still going Andrews. I'm going Andrews over Musgrave still.
Okay, you're going to start Andrews. You can't start Kelsey. It's okay. We'll give you a pass. It's okay to stash Musgrave and see what happens, right? We'll see how involved he is.
Yes.
Musgrave doesn't do anything. Kelsey's back. Like, you don't have to. Or if you still want to stash Musgrave, but Kelsey's back, then you probably can drop Andrews unless he goes crazy this week. So it's all right. Okay, and let's do a couple more. We cannot end on a 3 tight end question. I don't think so. It's also part of the rules that are made up. Orlando Johnson, take T. Higgins or Worthy for Breece Hall.
Well, if you can trade Worthy for Breece Hall, do it. Don't know if it's enough, but if you can, do it. I think T for Breece is fair, but I'll be honest, I think I prefer T.
Yeah, if you're getting T for Breece, that's fine. Here's a big one. This says, frick hackers. Give Jamar Chase and Rico Dowdle for JT and JJ.
No, I don't know if I'm doing. I mean, wow, this is a big one though. See, let me think.
Yeah.
Oh man, actually, now I look at it more, maybe. I mean, look, you're getting Jefferson and JT.
Right.
Yeah, actually, I think you have
JT has to be as amazing as Rico has been. I think we got to put JT higher.
Oh yeah, no, I think you have to do this. I think this is somebody way too high on Rico Dowdle. I think you got to do this.
Yeah, as a monster trade. Jay wants to know Purdy on waivers. Drop Knicks to get him. Let's drop them both. Right? They have Darnold. Just go Darnold.
Yeah, exactly. Drop them both. But I think, yeah, you can definitely, after Thursday night, you can definitely drop Knicks.
Yeah, you can drop Knicks. There's no reason to stash Purdy. Like, even if he comes back, okay. Is he going to be better than Darnold? I don't even think he would. Have not had a defense question. Sorry, I had to slide one in. Miguel Hernandez, Jags or Texans this week?
Well, I don't know.
Texans and get the Jags. Looks like the Jags get the Texans.
Oh, these two are playing each other? Give me the Texans. Better defense. I know it's Davis Mills, but I'll take the Texans, I guess.
Yeah, that's the one thing you were like, well, Davis Mills against the Jags, he's not a guy who throws like 3-4 interceptions. He's not that bad, relatively speaking. Texans defense is just better, and they're at home. I can go Texans.
Yeah.
All right. And then, all right, well, it's true. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Blue, by the way, for just being in the chat again. It is Hurricanes football time. We're all caught up, though, by the way, as it turns out, on all the questions. So we're going to step out for today, and then we'll be back tomorrow, 3 hours before game time. So don't forget to check in, subscribe if you haven't yet, turn on notifications. That way you know when we go live. And don't forget to check out all the videos that are already out for week 10. Give us a thumbs up before we leave also. And if you have questions at any time after the stream, you can't make tomorrow morning, anytime, any day, use Draft Lane. It's what it's for. It's a free download from the App Store and the Play Store. Search Draft Lane. If you already have Draft Lane, I know a lot of you do, of course. Also wouldn't hurt. You go into the App Store and then you give us a nice review. That would definitely help us out as well. So that would be your good deed for the day. Just check it off the list. It's done. All right, guys. We appreciate all of you, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning.